Good morning or afternoon or evening. Welcome to Venus Transmissions. I'm Jamie, also known as Sat Avatar, where I release mantra and yoga music under that name. We're going to do a practice today to relieve tension and get calm. And I actually recorded this last week, but there was no sound. So I took a little break because recording is a lot of it's a lot. It's a lot to bring these videos to you, so I appreciate that you engage and watch them and support, and that we can practice together. We're approaching this class as we do all classes that I teach in a somatic way. And what do I mean by that? It's not about getting rid of emotions that you don't like, but accepting these as parts of ourselves. Parts that have a lot of wisdom to share, that do have purpose. Because truly, we've been conditioned to reject difficult emotions, sadness, sorrow, even stress. But these emotions are so important to our experience. They're actually the doorway to creating our experience. And what do I mean by that? Most people think that positivity is the way that you manifest, but it's really not. You have to have a relationship to all spectrum of emotions. Because if you're going to change anything about yourself, your life, your emotions, you have to first really recognize them and actively accept them, bring them closer, and transform them. This practice is very good for the nervous system, and we need a strong nervous system and a calm nervous system to be able to do this. Why do we want to put so much focus on emotions? Because it's through our emotions and our relationship with them that we are able to be empowered and communicate, and in the kind of hustle culture that we have been programmed to live in, we need to have the strength to say no and be able to trust what's going to come next. Because the reality is that no one is necessarily going to hand us an easier life or be nicer or kinder to us simply because we ask. We have to be strong enough to demand it. We have to use our voice. This is why I focus a lot also on mantra music, working with people on learning how to communicate, and all the important energy centers that go into that process, because this is our strength, this is our power, and we have to trust ourselves, and we begin conditioned to not trust ourselves. And truly, most of the time when we're very frustrated, when we're angry, the person that we're really angry at is ourselves. We're angry at tolerating things that we shouldn't be tolerating and that we don't know how to create anything different. So today we're going to do a practice so that we can calm down, release tension, and spend some time with how we really feel. Notice what's blocking us. Notice what those feelings are, those beliefs are, those thoughts that we have, sitting with them and accepting them. And every time you have something come up that feels like resistance or pain, I want you to go into that pain deeper. Like you were sitting with someone that you were trying to comfort, as you're always trying to maybe comfort other people or please other people. Spend some time trying to please yourself and sitting with your thoughts and with your emotions the same way that you would sit with someone who was bleeding or who was in trouble or who needed help. You need your own help, and you come first. Okay, so let's just start by doing some warm-ups and doing some stretches, and then we're going to do this meditation series that is using breath, mudra, movement, eye position, drishti, so that we're going to work with the frontal lobe, work with the lymphatic system, work with releasing this tension. So let's do one of my favorites, which is the Sufi grinds, which we did in the last class. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Feeling into, you're really waking up this digestive system, giving it a nice massage. That's where we hold a lot of emotions. When we're under too much stress, the nerve endings in our digestive system can start to get worn down. So we need to give our digestive system a little bit of help. So as you're doing this, if you're stiff or sore, just do it at the pace that's good for you. And make sure you're really inhaling, opening up the diaphragm and the chest. Being aware of the navel point, bringing it towards the spine as you exhale. Relaxing the jaw. Feel where the tension is. Feel wherever there's any emotional resistance or frustration, and welcome it and give it love. That's the fastest way to move through anything, is give yourself the resistance, acceptance. Almost like you're taking it deeper into your body. And you can switch directions. You can switch directions anytime. Open up the heart center. Feel that you're taking in prana and energy. All right, now come to the center. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Pull Mul Bandh. That's pulling up on the perineum like you're doing a Kegel, up and in on the navel, as long as you're not on your cycle or pregnant. Feel that you're bringing the energy up the spine, activating the pelvic floor. Release. Move the head around. You can rotate the neck. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Relax the jaw. Feel that you're putting the shoulders back and down. And come back to center. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to keep warming up the spine a little bit, and then maybe do a little stretching. You know, I've been practicing Kundalini for about 25 years, And through all the struggles that I've had, fibromyalgia, CPTSD, it's really helped me. It's helped me be present. It's helped me be clear. And I value that, and I value that I teach Kundalini in a way that whatever you want to bring to your own experience, to bring it into your practice. So for me, I've tortured myself quite a lot with just pushing really hard. And because of high cortisol levels, not being able to relax. And so for me, my practice is a wonderful way to get relaxed and to find ease. And as someone who's also been through a lot of abuse and many years of, challenge, it's allowed me to have the groundedness to take full responsibility for my emotions. Because that's something that's really hard to do, and something that we're also not conditioned. We're conditioned for codependency. And the truth is, we find that lasting happiness when we take full responsibility for our emotions. And what does that mean? That just means that we're loving ourselves. We're loving ourselves, and then we can show up for ourselves, and then we can say no to all the shit that we don't want to put up with. And there's a lot of fear-based mechanisms in place that push us to act in ways and say yes to things that we don't want to say yes to. And I tell you right now, when you are not afraid of being a bitch and not afraid of displeasing people, and you start to say no, and you start to know that it's okay to do these things, and that you can trust your soul and you can trust the universe, then you really start creating magical things when you can step out of the neediness. And for me, I feel like I lost myself for a long time in this practice because I had to sacrifice things to do it. And that was a hard lesson that I don't want anyone have to, to repeat. Bring yourself fully to your practice. Don't ever devalue your own self. It's all amazing. Anyway, so let's keep going. Inhale forward, exhale back. Like someone's pulling on a string. Eyes closed, focused at that third eye point. We're going gentle today, accepting whatever's going on. Stress can also cause a lot of toxins in the body, so it can affect the lymphatic system. So if you find that you have very tight, hard muscles, usually this is the lymphatic system, and it is actually protecting you and protecting your organs from the toxins getting into your organs. So drink lots of water, deep breaths, celery juice, liver cleanses, gallbladder. There's a lot of bypassing in the spirituality, world, because they say, you're not your body, but your body is the vessel that has to carry you. It's what you experience everything through, all of your senses. So it should be your top priority in nurturing, care, and move the hands to the knees. Keep going. Feel that you're reaching the spine up. on every inhale, you can vibrate Sat at the third eye. And on every exhale, Nam. Hearing it mentally so you have a focus, you're not getting distracted. Inhale forward. Mulband. Release. Amazing. Relax. Roll the shoulders back. Forward. Let's do a little bit of a twist. Right arm behind you or wherever is comfortable. Shoulder down. Left hand on the knee. Just going to give a nice twist. Inhale and exhale. Feel like you're bringing that right scapula back towards the other one. And then come to the next side. You feel like the spine is nice and tall. Come back to the center. Let's bring the legs out. Let's do a V. Let's do a nice V shape. As comfortable as it is to be wide. And you're going to feel that you're pushing through the bottom of your heels. And that helps give you the stretch under here. So we don't really give attention to behind the kneecaps, but on the other side of the knee very much. And a lot of energy can get stagnant here. Or maybe even give a little massage. Circle around the kneecap. Just thank your knees for all the amazing work that they do and all the torture that they get. All right. We're just going to go from side to side, deep breaths, inhaling to the center, and then exhaling to the side, hinging from the hips, doing your best. I'm still dealing with a little bit of that sciatica, especially on this side. So I'm going to go slow, but if you want to approach it to be more about the breath, you can do that. You can go faster. But I'm working with being conscious of which muscles I'm engaging, which ones I'm stretching, keeping the sits bones on the ground. Getting a nice stretch to my back muscles. Keeping my heart open. Stretching the spine. When you focus on keeping both sits bones down, you're opening up the hips. You can feel the stretch around the back. Oh, and inhale to the center. And then stretch forward. Just let the whole body hang, the neck hang. Release everything. Feel that your head is going towards the earth and your neck. You're not holding any tension. See if you can get closer to the earth. Feel the connection to the earth through the palms of your hands. Inhale. Exhale and come back up. Now let's do this meditation. So the first part of the meditation, we're in Gyan Mudra. Our eyes are 1/10 open, looking at the tip of the nose, and we're going outward and upward. We're going to keep this pace, and at the end, see if we can go faster, which is going to challenge the brain. It's going to help us release more tension. And then we have a second part to the meditation, and then we'll have a nice relaxation. So eyes looking at the tip of the nose, just a little bit open. Long, deep breathing. Keep the elbows up. Moving this energy of the throat, the heart. It's going to get frustrating, it might challenge the brain, and that's okay. You're just here to experience whatever happens, because when you're experiencing it, you're releasing those blocks. Keep that breath long and deep, feeling that the belly and the chest is expanding, your spine is straight, your heart's over the hips. Joy, gratitude, fierceness, courage. Breaking yourself open into all those places that you shrink. Now try and go faster for these last few minutes. Do your best. Inhale. Mulban, suspend the breath. Exhale. Immediately raise the arms up and stretch. Fingers are wide. You're stretching 60 degrees out, stretching the spine, holding. Long, deep breathing, eyes closed. Feel that you're lifting the whole upper body, shoulders down, scapulas together. Reaching. Inhale. Suspend the breath. Sit with whatever emotions you're feeling, whatever tension, whatever resistance, whatever frustration. See if you can feel deep into anything that you've been running away from. And bring it closer. Knowing that it's a doorway to more love. We can only experience more love and peace when we're bringing that to the parts of ourselves that we push away. So now let's lay down. Take a nice relaxation. You can put a pillow under your knees, but I invite you to not put one under your head so you can keep the spine straight and the spinal fluid going. Hands out to the sides, palms facing up. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale. Start to bring yourself back and just bring one shoulder down, back, and the other, opening up the sides of the neck, opening the heart, rotating the wrists and the ankles, moving the hips from side to side, pointing and flexing the toes. Let's bring the knees into the chest, squeeze, massage the lower back. Keep that right knee in, left leg out straight. Pull the right knee in close. You're stretching out the front of the left hip. And then we want to fold over. Bring the right knee to the left side. Doing a twist. Coming back. Switch legs. Left knee in, right leg out. And then bring the left leg over to the right side. You can keep the foot behind the knee. This is the side that I'm really tight on. So I take a few breaths to just ease into it. Notice where I'm holding tension. Breathe in. And relax on every exhale. And then come back to the center. Rub the feet, palms together. And you can either rock up and down on the spine a couple times, or you can push to the side and up. I hope you enjoyed that. Very chill practice, not super challenging. It's something that you can do if you need something gentle in the morning, probably especially good if you're on your cycle or you're dealing with any body pain or you don't have a lot of energy. Like all my classes I teach, I hear a lot of people, especially neurodivergent people, that say that they can't focus and they meditate badly. But the thing is that meditation is not a competition. It's a space to experience and to process and to love and nurture ourselves. And if we're dealing with ADHD, high cortisol levels, OCD, CPTSD, it's not a space to judge one. It's not like other forms of yoga. Kundalini is not performance yoga. And it's a place to accept that our brain has been conditioned out of the balance that we should have. And all the things that we're distracted by, all the stresses, all the phones, all the go, 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 are really putting us in a place where we need meditation. We need yoga. We need movement that opens us up. We need to focus on our breath because the breath really controls the mind. And just accept where we are. Because every time we accept something that we resist, we take another step up on the ladder of experiencing our life with more joy. VenusTransmissions.com for my 7-day nervous system reset, which is 7 days of morning and evening classes specifically curated to reset the nervous system, which is one of the most important things we can do in stressful times. And also a breathwork bonus and a recipe book for yogic diet for detoxing, which you can do for a few days, and it will help you over the course of the 7 days to detox, but keep you, eating, and you'll, have substance and sustenance to keep you going. I also do privates with people, numerology and astrology, Vedic astrology, if you want a protocol that's specifically designed for what you're going through, and somatic trauma integration, getting deep into the patterns that are repeating. So I love to empower my clients so that they have the tools that they need to be comfortable with healing themselves, because we're our own healer. So we can get through some really big blocks and patterns, aha moments, recognize what's going on, open up our voices, open up our ability to feel pleasure as women. It's connected to our larynx, connected to our voice, our communication. We are moving through huge times and shifts in consciousness here.